the Knicks with a new look in terms of the haircut, trimming the locks a bit. Larry Johnson, the Childs whipping it. It counts in the foul. Well, Childs loves to push the ball, and he did a great job of it. Light foul, but Larry Johnson got the benefit of the call. You can see the little bump here. And certainly didn't bother him. Larry Johnson, who has clearly been outplayed this season by the man he was traded for, Anthony Mason, 30 points per game. Finished as the third leading scorer in the league. Johnson over Mason again. With a tremendous start, shooting the ball beautifully, opened it up with a long-range shot over Anthony Mason. I think Mason was surprised he looked for it so early. Then underneath, Larry has done an excellent job. One of the leading candidates for Coach of the Year. John Starks with Pierce fires. On the back tap, Childs on a 4-on-2, leading Starks, sets it up for Johnson. Rice. Ewing pegs it to Starks, sets it up for Johnson. And Keith Skycam, the Knicks continue to push that basketball. John Starks to Larry Johnson. Starks having an excellent first half. And the Knicks putting a lot of pressure on Glenn Rice in the jump shooting situation, and Starks once again to Larry Johnson. Johnson. That was two-point range play. Evots dribbling into the crowd and then lost it. Johnson. It counts for the foul by Larry Johnson, who's had a tremendous first half. Look at the various decisions Oakley makes now before he decides who to give the ball to. Really good by him. Good discipline. And then Childs with the head up finds Larry Johnson, who's been hanging around the basket and getting the basketball. Johnson has had a so-so regular season, although been big factors for the Hornets in recent weeks. And you look at the first half, as the Knicks have led by as many as 13, they have that 13-point bulge at the half. Oakley, Cats in scoring the last 3 years. Childs back out for Johnson for 3. Well, good things happening with Larry Johnson handling the basketball tonight. That was his second 3 of the night. Now who just returned. Johnson, double team. Houston for 3. Yes! Puts up good all-around numbers. Here's Pierce, and that's it. The Knicks take game 1 of this best of 5.
As soon as he puts on his shirt. Larry?
Yeah.
That was some kind of performance you put on out there in the first half. You were obviously emotionally very into this game.
I was. I thought that we needed a boost to get started. I thought that, you know, this is a big series for us, and this is a big season for us. This is a big playoff. I think that this team has the ability, as far as talent-wise, to win a title. What we need is to get ourselves up emotionally, be more mentally prepared for each game, and go out and play up to our standards.
What was the one pose where you sort of cross your arms on your chest? What does that mean?
I don't know my poses. Everything is in the heat of the battle.
Now, this was I think, a very convincing win for the Knicks. I mean, you allowed Charlotte back in the third quarter, but then when it really got time to count, you were able to just roll off the points.
I don't think so. We just talked about it. We had a big meeting. I think that when we had those guys down in the third and coming back to the third, we should have kept them down. That's been a stigma of ours the whole year. We hadn't had that killer instinct, and then for us to be able to beat the elite teams in this league, to win the championship like we want to do, we're going to have to be able to withstand a lead and keep a lead and jump on the team when they're down.
So there's a lack of satisfaction in the locker room?
Exactly. We know even to get out of this series, we got to do it harder, much smarter, and with much more intensity. We know that. And the Knicks are not trying to beat the Charlotte Hornets. The Knicks is trying to beat everybody in our way to win a title. And we know in our locker room today, we didn't come out and put our best effort forth in the third, fourth quarter.
What do you think the team did well?
I think that during that third quarter, when we did let them back in it and they went up 2, I think we responded Well, you know, that's like I said, that's been something we've did all year. Is had a lead on the team, let them come back and respond well. We don't want to get in that situation. You get in that situation with teams like Seattle, Chicago, and Miami, you won't be able to get back. So, I mean, more than anything, of course, I thought we shot the ball well. We shot the ball good from the outside. We drove the ball good. Our offense was good. Our defense got to be better, and our intensity got to be better.
Larry, the way you played in that first half with all your emotion and your energy, it looked as though you wanted to establish sort of a leadership position with this team.
I think it's playoff time, and it's now or never. And we're just going out trying to do whatever we need to do to win games. And whatever my teammates asking me to do to win games and to win this championship, that's what Larry Johnson going to do.
How about the variety of the offense? Patrick Ewing only takes 11 shots, get 15 points. And the beautiful thing was the backcourt numbers, the way everybody was touching the ball. You saw the ball. Allen Houston saw the ball. Starks had the ball. Tell me how that evolved.
One thing I will say is, as far as distributing the ball, this has probably been one of our best games. I can't really think back to other games, but as far as distributing the ball, this has probably been one of our best games.
Tough game for your pal Muggsy Bogues. It looks as though he's got that torn hamstring. He was in a lot of pain and very upset.
Yeah, you know, Muggs is a fighter. Nobody has a bigger heart in this league than Muggsy Bogues. I played with the guy for